Welcome back to Moorhead Sports Center for girls hockey tonight. Moorhead taking on Warroad, and this is not the only event that is in place on the Moorhead calendar. We've got the boys on the road, boys basketball getting ready to take on Alexandria. The girls are taking on West Fargo in basketball. Boys hockey coming off an impressive win in their last outing. They'll have some time now during the holidays to get regrouped and ready for the second half of the season. Meanwhile, we're down at center ice. We're getting to go as Taylor Bruschi stands in for Moorhead. Squares up with Maddie Skogman, and we're underway. Drawn back near side, it's tapped ahead. Scampering in is Taylor Bruschi all the way to the corner. She bothers the play, and it comes right out on top, and here is a breakaway now for Warroad. Along the near side, tipped off to the side and recovered by Kozabud. Kate Kozabud sends it in deep, and it goes all the way around to the far side. From there, brought behind the net, and Skogman takes a good look at it, and before sending it near side, it's taken back by Kozabud, winds up and shoots it into traffic. It's blocked away, and the Warriors of Warroad come back up with it as Skogman throws it ahead, and both teams change. That gives Moorhead an opportunity on a breakaway. Here's a look in by Maddie Hansen down low, and a collision sends players into the net.
Yeah, the Spuds came out to play here right away. They had some good opportunities, good puck movement, good opportunity there for Salvavold on a good pass from Hansen on a turnover out in neutral zone there for the Spuds by Kozabud.
I think we had a chance to see what this varsity game might be like based on the junior varsity play. It was never more than a goal apart, and the Spuds prevailed.
Yeah, it was a nice, a good battle and a good win for a 10-1-1 Spuds JV team.
Off to the far side now, played into the corner. Backhanded up along the wall before it's tipped away. The Spuds gave a chase, and it bounces out near the blue line, but kept in the zone. Now it escapes, and the Warriors are there to pick it up. Here's the walk-in along the near side. Down deep into the corner, dropped away for Kaya Sandy, and it comes back to the near side. The Spuds on the recovery and on the return, 1-on-3 as they break in. Chased down into the corner. Ella Holm goes behind the net. Left off to play by Regan Haley, and play continues on as the Spuds reach in and pull it loose. On the way, it was taken by Kelsey Clute, and it's sent up ice, and from there, Taylor Crescent comes all the way out of goal to feed it back out into play. Pass on the near side for Holm. Drops it back, and an escape for Addie Mose, and it's directed away just wide of net. It plays into the corner. Just underway, there's been no scoring. Moorhead and Warroad girls hockey. Number 1, Warroad in Class A. Number 9, Moorhead in Class AA. Battling it out here, both with very impressive one-loss records. Down deep into the corner. Took a whack at it, but misfired, and a rebound comes right onto the top. Taylor Crescent swats that one away, her first save. Dished into the corner, and it comes back down near side, and it rolls ahead for Lauren Heeneman, and it's directed away there. Back out it comes to center. The Spuds are there to pick it up. Here's a drop pass. Spuds are waiting on it, then have it poked away, and it comes bouncing right back out to Kate Kozabud. Directing it far side. And a cross-rink pass, no good, but it comes loose, and here's Heeneman walking her way in and delivers off on the near side. Kozabud winds up with a blast shot that was just wide of net, and it rolls all the way out to center. It's 1-on-3 on the way in, and it's directed into the corner and rolls in behind the net. From there, played back near side as the Spuds put a stick on it and control it out. It escapes away, and onside the play comes as the Spuds go back to pick it up. Kozabud gives it off to the far side, got it back. Here's Bruschi along the near side. Nice soft touch off the glass. Picked up by Addie Salvavold as she comes in from the near side. Addie Salvavold down deep into the corner, tapped off to the far corner, and from there played back out. Addie Salvavold coming off a 2-goal performance in her last outing, playing now into the far corner before it's brought back by Warroad. Long pass comes out at the point, wind up fanned on the pass, but recovered. Anna Castrami plays it rink wide, and it's brought back out by Warroad, and dump ending and chasing as it goes beyond the end line. Icing is called. 13:28 remaining. We're just underway from Moorhead Sports Center. There's been no scoring.
Yeah, just kind of a little back and forth play here so far. Both teams feeling each other out. Kind of both teams looking to just get pucks deep early here in the early going of the first period.
Yeah, it's fun to watch and see if they can gauge the success of what they want to do compared to what the opponent will let them do. As it goes down to the far side, tapped out, and it escapes to the center ice area before it's dished ahead, and Kate Kozabud forced to track it down. Backhands the pass off to the far boards Played off the wall by Olivia Corton. On her way in, Corton dishes it ahead, goes all the way down to the back boards, and from there spun back along the near far wall. Tapped away the Spuds. Nice cover up there by Holm, and gets the puck back again as she goes deep into the corner, gives it away, wind up with a shot and a glove save.
Yeah, Moorhead's doing a really nice job in that offensive zone of overloading one side and definitely making Warroad go through layers, which has allowed them to get some opportunities, to get some scoring opportunities here in this period.
Peyton Rowley in goal, making her second save of the night. Actually, the scoreboard is showing that just was her first save. Play goes off to the far side. Spuds in the offensive zone. Winding up, backhand pass down low, setting it up from there. A long pass comes right in on goal. Rowley steers it away. It goes off to the far side and played back into the corner. Scrambling for it, the Spuds stick handling their way up on top. Getting loose. Corton fell down right in front, pushed the puck ahead, and that forces a battle for the puck in the corner. As they reach in for it, it's Corton that comes up with it. Drops it back into the corner as the Spuds regroup from there. Off to the far side, all the way into the corner, tipped away by Lucy Wilson of Moorhead. And it goes hard off the wall and all the way up ice, and that brings up icing. And we're still looking for the game's first goal.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with the way Moorhead's came out tonight, and Warroad doing a good job in their defensive zone. Spuds have had a lot of zone time, but again, Warroad doing a nice job of keeping to the outside.
Off to the far corner, the play comes. Up on top, here's a quick wrist shot sent down by Strami. Brought back, and Strami takes a look at it, and it bounces off her stick and escapes all the way through center. Down it goes to the far side return. Taylor Bruschi backhanded her way in, dropped in by Maddie Hansen. It goes away from her and off to the far side, picked up by Taylor Bruschi. A long shot goes on, deflected near side. Working her way loose all the way to the far corner. Taylor Bruschi feeds it out to the point. Wind up in a shot wide all the way to the near corner. Played there with 11:23 remaining. We are early on in this hockey game tonight from Moorhead Sports Center. As the puck was touched on the way by, so no icing called. And on the return, they're going to wave it off once again. And play will continue on as Warroad goes down deep. Into the near corner they play. Scrambled for it. Battling for it. Here's the play by Olivia Corton. Knocked away from her. And it goes to the corner all the way around to the far side. And from there, Emma Hardwick has it. Emmy Hardwick had it for a moment. Now it comes away. Near side for Maddie Skogman, down deep into the corner. A quick wrist shot sent on and a nice glove save by Taylor Crescent. Well, tonight's game, the way it's being played, I think it's going to come down to which of the goaltenders can make the most saves.
Yeah, you got two good goaltenders. Crescent has just been unbelievable for Moorhead as of recent, and Rowley started most of the games down there for Warroad, and equally good stats.
We'll see how that all turns out. Maybe we may end up in a 1-0 hockey game.
Well, it never surprises you what's going to happen when in girls hockey, because right now it's pretty tight checking. So
play into the far side, off a skate into the zone. Moorhead takes it back. Here's the walk up by Ella Holm. Directed back in Kate Kozabud. Near side for Holm once again. They play catch, and it's Kozabud. Directing it rink wide. Here's the lead pass. Deflected ahead, and it's got knocked away. The Spuds touching up on the play as the shot goes on by Kozabud. Wide now deep into the corner. Rings around to the far side. And a long pass comes all the way near side just ahead of Kaya Sandy. Down deep into the corner. A rings out to the far side. Warriors plan on picking it up. It got turned around, and it's the Spuds that end up with it. Down deep into the far corner, and with the chase, Samantha Stage had an ocean, and it comes near side. Stick handling and maneuvering and skating her way through traffic. Here's the advance by Katie Comstock of Warroad. And with the whistle stopping play, we've got 9.5 minutes remaining, looking for the game's first counter.
You know, you watched Comstock, who just had the puck. She's probably the smallest kid on the ice and probably the best skater. Unbelievable skating skills and hands. And Kaya Sandy just got in about a step and a half early there.
So with that, the offside. And the play comes back to Moorhead as it's chased down by Strami. Sends it rink wide, and we've got a race for it here. Little momentum change for Warroad As they play catch with the puck, they'll give it away, and Salvovold tosses one in deep. Rolls behind the net and back to the far side where the Spuds stick handle their way out to the point and wind up at a shot blocked away by Rowley. And to the far side it goes. Played back behind, all the way up on top. The Spuds put a stick on it, but it's poked away, and it comes rolling all the way back up ice for Anna Kostrami. Behind the net, played near side. As Lucy Wilson had a notion. Tipped away from her, picked up by Taylor Bruschi. The Spuds are in the zone as they go 3-on-2. Deep into the far corner. Lifted pass comes bouncing down and bouncing through the crease all the way to the near side. A battle for it up on top, and the Spuds try it again. Long toss into the corner by Corton, and a ricochet is all the way to the far corner. Moorhead goes in on it. Julia Grammer has a stick on it, and they battle for the puck in the corner before it's pulled away, and Warroad will bring it out to center ice. They will change. That allows the Spuds to pick it up, and Kelsey Clute works it back near side. A reach for it by Ella Holm. Then had it poked away from her by Skogman. Back it comes. On the way in, here's the tip away. Warriors are right there to take over, and a play comes into the zone just ahead of Skogman, and it's dished into the far corner. A quick lift-up pass all the way to the far side where the Spuds now take it over and come here with 7:51 to go in the opening period. A walk across the blue line. Into the corner goes Kozabud. Pardon me, all the way back to the near wall and out to center ice where it's picked up by Clara Bernstrom. Spuds have it for a moment, then the long pass, a hard pass. Ella Holm brings it under control and walks her way in with a blast that ends up in the netting.
You know, this is the cleanest I probably see two teams play all year as far as the passing's been crisp. Nice job by both teams of moving the puck, and it's fun hockey to watch. And this is going to be a heck of a game. You can feel it in the way both teams are playing.
As they get ready to drop the play, it comes out to the point. Kate Kozabut takes a look, gauges her pass, and here's a centering pass knocked away. On the ice, a good play by Kozabut to keep it in the zone. Backed off far side, in pursuit, Olivia Corton. Backed away from her, and it goes all the way to the corner where it's pulled aside by Jaylee French. And the Warriors had it for just a moment before Kozabud comes into play. Along the corner and along the wall and out near the point. Kozabud waiting for it as it's directed off by Addie Moose. And she continues on all the way around the corner, picks up a loose puck behind the net, and here comes Warroad as they have the steal and the skate ahead. Off to the far side, here's the look in by Carly Kalbrenner. And as she puts the shot in, Taylor Cresson comes up with the save to keep our game scoreless.
Yeah, that's just to talk a little bit about Cresson there. Obviously not a hard play, but she's made everything look real easy lately, Larry, where she's in the net, just really relaxed and playing within herself, but just a great goaltender.
Well, she doesn't have a whole lot of experience anyway. She's only a junior.
Only been playing since 8th grade.
4-year junior. Yeah. Coming in, here's a play to the far side, wind up and a shot and a glove save, the rebound, score!
And I think Heeneman's going to get credit for that one. Stage put it on net. No, maybe Malquist, she's leading the pack. I think maybe she got it in there, but great play there, good passing, and they found the back of the net.
We'll get the announcement here in a minute, but for now it looks like Haley Malquist getting the goal to get the Spuds on the board here in the first period. The time of the goal at 10:33. Thad Stafford with the scoring announcement here in a moment. Off to the far side, wind up and a wrist shot blocked away by Peyton Rowley. Out it comes, and the Spuds Malquist delivers it off to the far side, picks off the rebound and brings it all the way back near side before it's turned around to here it is. Haley Malquist has an unassisted goal for Haley Malquist.
Yeah, I think we're going to see on the replay there, if we had one, that there was an assist. Somebody Stage put it off the body, but great play there by Moorhead. Hey, an early lead.
The centering pass got blocked away. Back to the near side it looks. And here's the walk-in along the wall by Maddie Hansen. Taken away. Here she turned the corner. Ricochets up. All the way out to center where Linnea Heron ran into some trouble as it came in. Stopping play with 5:22 to go. So Melquist, who has been very opportunistic throughout the course of the season, gets the Spuds on the board first.
Well, and for Moorhead, it shows their balance. They've had scoring from all three lines, and like I said, a good start to the season by all the whole Spud group.
Play goes out near side, or from the far side rather, looking out on top, but it got blocked away, and the Warriors come up with it. Long pass up on top, wind up in a shot. Rebound shot. We're picked up behind the net, directed back to the corner, and from there, Taylor Reese. In control, but only for a moment as the Spuds pull it away. They'll circle back and take a look and set things up as Kate Kozabud. A long pass out to the blue line, tapped ahead, and they're going to call icing on that one as that will come all the way back. So quickly played to this point, 4:49 remaining, as Haley Melquist has given the Spuds a 1-0 lead.
And now Warroad's kind of had a push back, at least getting a little bit more puck control down in the Spud zone. We'll see how the Spuds react to that and see if Warroad can get on the board for the Warriors.
Down low behind the net. Taylor Crescent watching on as she hugs the post. From there, the scramble behind the net. Lucy Wilson trying to poke it away. Had a stick on it momentarily. Corton had it there again momentarily before the play comes out, and it ricochets off a skate and play continues on. It's picked up along the near side and off the wall by Annika Strami. Her chance to get out of the zone failed. It got knocked away loose, and it comes rolling all the way up. They're going to call it for off the stick, and so there will be no icing, and play continues into the far corner. From there, Katie Comstock had it knocked away by the Spuds, and it's played into the near corner. Long pass out. Now the Warriors come up with an odd player rush at 3-on-2, and it goes off the far wall. Poked away, offside the call, and they'll have to pull back. Katie Comstock brings it back into play, and here's the return. Walking her way in, Emmy Hardwick. Pushes that one up against the back wall. The Spuds get the rebound. Can't clear the zone. It plays back in. Spin behind the net, off to the near side. Ricochet out as the Spuds reach in to send it out of the zone, and it comes all the way up. Played by Vivian Markowka. Markowka brings it back near side and along the wall. Scrambling ahead, Sophie Johnson. Poked away from her. Melquist giving pursuit. Rolling it back near side where the Warriors are waiting to take it back, but the rink-wide pass is taken away by Moorhead. Skating down into the corner, centering pass comes all the way through. There was a setup right in front of the net, but blocked away, and so play continues on as it's knocked out to center ice. Chased down by Clara Bernstrom, going rink wide with it. It's bounced up into the air and lifted up, and lifted on, and covered up. And waiting to see, the official did not blow the whistle. Play continues on. We don't often see that when there is absolutely no stoppage of play, and yet the official did not blow the whistle, and so we continue on. The clock continues to run, and the play continues on along the near side for Maddie Hansen. Dished ahead for Taylor Bruschi. Down into the corner and all the way around to the far side where it's picked up by Jaylee French of Warroad. And it comes up on top. Here's a windup and a shot by Bruschi. Lifted up and all the way to the plexiglass where it's out of play, stopping the clock with 2:19 remaining.
Yeah, quick period here, and like I said, Warroad had a good push here, and we'll see now how the Spuds respond. Not much down in to the left of us again, Larry, as there was a little action to the right. Good play there by the Spuds to get it deep and create an opportunity.
Haley Melquist with the game's only score for the Spuds, leading 1-0. Play out to the far point. Down deep into the corner. Played there by the Warriors. Dished back near side by French. And to the near side, they scramble for it there and a battle for it along with Moorhead's Addie Salvavold. It comes loose. Bruschi sends it back into play. Salvavold chases it down, pushes it out in front. An underhand lift shot just got high over the net. Play comes back to the near side. As they scramble for it there, the Spuds put a stick on it, but it's pulled away. And the way up ice, Carly Kalbrenner sends it off to the far side, and on her way in, Jaylee French comes all the way to the near corner. Still in possession, still in control. Lee French works it off to the far side. Still under control then at the last minute. Had it pulled away by Taylor Bruschi. And the Spuds come out to center ice. It's taken back by McLaughlin of Warroad. To the far side, wind up in a shot, lifted high, just did get away. Moorhead now with 9 shots on goal, Warroad with 4. Spuds are leading at 1-0. Here's a rebound shot set on by Linnea Heron, and off to the side it goes on the ricochet. Back come the Spuds. They look in 2-on-5 as it comes near side, just ahead of the play. Olivia Corton forces the issue behind the net where Vivian Markauka has it briefly before sending it out, and at center ice, Annika Strami takes it back for Moorhead, brings it on the near side. Ella Holm goes down deep into the corner. Rather, that is Olivia Corton behind the net. She's off the play now as it rolls off to the far side, picked up by Emmy Hardwick, and to the area behind the net, back to the near side. We are in the final minute. We are in the final half minute. We are in the final 20 seconds of this first period. To the far side it plays. Winding it up and looking for that one last scoring opportunity. All the way around, Olivia Corton walks her way in. Backhanded one in, but it rolled off the skates of Addie Mose. And play continues on with 5 seconds and clock running down. Strami up on top, feeds it to the point. Shot is on the way. And as the horn sounds, we've had a pretty good first period of hockey.
Yeah, I think that's it was a dang good period for both teams. I thought the puck movement, the control, Warroad did a good job of starting to clog up the middle on the Spuds so they couldn't use the middle of the ice in the offensive zone. And I think both teams did a good job of getting it out of their ends when they had to.
Haley Melquist with the game's only score. And as the teams head to the locker room, after one period of play, it's Moorhead 1 and Warroad 0.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
More than 80 years ago, First Community Credit Union was established by farmers for farmers. We know farmers and ranchers are the backbone of our communities. That's why First Community Credit Union is proud to serve and support our local ag producers. Our expert staff know and understand the local ag industry because they grew up in it. From operating loans to equipment and real estate purchases, we can help ensure your operation is a success. First Community Credit Union, rooted in your future.
Companies is a private investment firm focused on helping small business succeed. We are more than investors. We are proven hands-on operators. Atchison works with independent businesses in the manufacturing, distribution, and engineering sectors. We invest across the Northern Plains with a buy and hold philosophy, while providing leadership and a proven operating system. Atchison Companies is proud to support the Moorhead Spuds.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise. She's overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Number 1 ranked in Class A Minnesota hockey faced 9 shots from the Spuds in that first half, and Peyton Rowley picked up 8 saves. Meanwhile, for the Spuds, Taylor Cresson, 5 shots faced, 5 saves made. As the Spuds, the number 7 team, I think number 7 team in state of Minnesota rankings, heading into tonight's game, and that, of course, is in AA hockey. The only goal came at the 10:37 mark. Haley Melquist with about 3 players involved, but it will go officially as an unassisted goal by Haley Melquist. And Mitch Hansen was looking at it, and he was thinking that perhaps there might be a change in that because there were so many people involved in how it got to the goal and into the net. And for now, it's an unassisted goal by Haley Melquist that has given the Spuds a 1-0 lead. We've got more hockey action coming your way from the Spuds Sports Center tonight from Moorhead. After 1 period of play, we've got a news break coming your way next. It's Moorhead 1 and Warroad 0.
Valley Alignment and Auto Repair has provided the FM area with vehicle service and repairs since 1978. They perform your vehicle service needs from oil changes and brakes to transmission and engine rebuilds. Valley Alignment and Auto Repair is a proud sponsor of Spuds Athletics and wish all the athletes and families a great 2022-23 school year and sports season.
Don't work out where you won't work out. Blueprint Personal Training. At Blueprint, you'll work directly with an experienced personal trainer, nutrition coach in our brand new private gym. Tell us about your fitness goals and we'll provide the personalized workouts and motivation to get the results you want to see. Training, nutrition, accountability. Blueprint Personal Training. BlueprintArgo.com.
At Moorhead Dental Associates, you'll get the very best care and state-of-the-art technology. Dr. Scatfold and Dr. Johnson are now accepting new patients. Call or stop in to Moorhead Dental Associates.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Trip Tech, flared wings, and optional D-Force for improved scraping and back performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
To show up to work every day, it's not a job. It's not just a paycheck. It ultimately is a way of life. And to add that extra smile in someone's day is what gets me to work every day. And in return, to just receive those smiles and those thank yous or those squeezes of your hand is so meaningful. And it really brings me back every day.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
More than 80 years ago, First Community Credit Union was established by farmers for farmers. We know farmers and ranchers are the backbone of our communities. That's why First Community Credit Union is proud to serve and support our local ag producers. Our expert staff know and understand the local ag industry because they grew up in it. From operating loans to equipment and real estate purchases, we can help ensure your operation is a success. First Community Credit Union, rooted in your future.
Atchison Companies is a private investment firm focused on helping small businesses succeed. We are more than investors. We are proven hands-on operators. Atchison Companies works with independent businesses in the manufacturing, distribution and engineering sectors. We invest across the Northern Plains with a buy and hold philosophy, while providing stable leadership and a proven operating system. Atchison Companies is proud to support the Moorhead Spuds.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Valley Alignment and Auto Repair has provided the FM area with vehicle service and repairs since 1978. They perform your vehicle service needs from oil changes and brakes to transmission and engine rebuilds. Valley Alignment and Auto Repair is a proud sponsor of Spuds Athletics and wish all the athletes and families a great 2022-23 school year and sports season.
Don't work out where you won't work out. Blueprint Personal Training. At Blueprint, you'll work directly with an experienced personal trainer and nutrition coach in our brand new private gym. Tell us about your fitness goals, and we'll provide the personalized workouts and motivation to get the results you want to see. Training, nutrition, accountability. Blueprint Personal Training. BlueprintFargo.com.
At Moorhead Dental Associates, you'll get the very best care and state-of-the-art technology. Dr. Scatfold and Dr. Johnson are now accepting new patients. Call or stop in to Moorhead Dental Associates.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
At Moorhead Sports Center, high school girls hockey tonight finds Moorhead leading Warroad by a score of 1-0, and we're at a point in the season, and then this time of year especially, where we've got a very much of an event that we're looking forward to and glad to be a part of as we look at the new building that is going to house the educational system in Moorhead. It's a commissioning event that will take place on December 27th. There are a couple of basketball games prior to that, and where the girls will play their last ever game, and then the boys will play their last ever game on the current gymnasium. And when that is all said and done, there will be an episode where we will have a chance to visit with some of the heroes that have been on that floor and taken place over the years, and we'll have a chance to introduce them to what we think will be a full house and a capacity crowd in the old gym. And when that's all said and done, on we go. It'll be to the new gym where we'll have a chance to take a look at the facility that has been so much talked about and so much in regards to a high-level facility. And Mitch Hansen, I know you're, along with everybody else that's been involved with Moorhead High School, is looking forward to this new facility.
You know, I got a sneak preview walk through there with athletic director Dean Haugo, and boy, I tell you what, it's a beautiful facility. The sad part, if you're a hockey person, I'll say this: it's going to make this place look like it needs a facelift. But they did a marvelous job. Great spaces in there for the student athletes, and obviously students being foremost in the new building. And I think it's going to lead into a great another history of Moorhead.
It's been 55 years since this current gym has been in place, and they're thinking, you know, what's this going to look like in 55 years again?
Yeah.
So We'll see.
You know, with the windows in there and just it's just a beautiful building, and I'm jealous because I might want to go back to school again. Maybe I'll have to. You know, I do have a teaching degree. I suppose I could get back into that, Larry.
Well, you could improve on that degree.
Yeah.
There must be some way that you can improve that degree in order to get that.
I'll have to go do some sit-ins.
That'll work. That'll work. A reminder that Spuds activities tonight: boys basketball on the road to Alexandria, girls basketball at home tonight against West Fargo, and following that girls basketball game, there's a wrestling match as the Spuds take on Frazee. Plus, we've got high school girls hockey here between two of the best teams in the state of Minnesota.
Yeah, and I tell you what, it lived up to the billing in the first period. I would say Moorhead had an early jump, and Warroad did some good things, and Moorhead was able to get the first goal, but Warroad pushed back a little bit, and then Moorhead pushed back the other way. So I think we're going to see some good end-to-end action as we continue here into the second period.
Do you see any adjustments that either team might want to make?
You know, I think Warroad made a little bit of one, trying to go more up the middle on their breakouts to get down to the other end. I would say Moorhead probably trying to do a little bit of the same, maybe get some more pucks to the net. Made some passing opportunities to score, but maybe just getting some pucks on the pad and get some dirty goals.
9 shots on goal fired by Moorhead, 8 recorded saves for Peyton Rowley. Meanwhile, Taylor Crescent has been watching on for the most part, just looking at 5 shots, making 5 saves. We're underway to start the second period, and the Spuds going left to right. As we look on, it is Taylor Bruschi sliding away in with a shot, a quick wrister. A rebound comes up on top. Taken back by Warroad. Battle along the side, but Bernstrom picks it off against the near wall. Then it escapes, and Kozubad sends it in. Spuds checking in on play, and the play does continue now off to the far side. Comes back, and the Spuds will reload it again. Here's Bernstrom. A quick toss ahead that got deflected and nearly turned over. Now is picked up by Maddie Skogman, and play comes back near side as the Spuds work their way to the blue line and in. Olivia Corton up high in the slot, turns on a backhand shot, was just wide. She had a good look and she had a good opening. Here comes the return now by Carly Karlbrenner, and it goes all the way to the far corner. Then returned as Warroad sets up their offensive attack, looking for a play up the middle. Not there this time as the Spuds defense forces a turnover along the far side. Ellie Holm goes down, and I was just starting to think, you know what? We haven't seen any penalties yet tonight.
Well,
now we have.
Now we got a little interference. Kalbrenner was trying to lean on her a little bit to give her defenseman some time, and she took her down, and the Spuds will get their first power play. And like you said, Larry, first power play of the game for either team.
When you enhance a 1-0 lead with a power play, there's a chance you like. The chances are you're going to like the situation. Play goes down to the corner. Scrambled after the Spuds, try to pull it loose. It's tipped away there. It comes back near side. Maddie Hansen takes a look along the wall, trying to find it out to the point, and does. Long pass just ahead of the play, and it's bounced behind the net. Kalbrenner goes 2 minutes for interference. And the Spuds now in the offensive zone, come up on top. Kozubad feeds it off to the far side, walking her way in. Quick wrist shot, set up and high off the glass by Olivia Corton. Comes back out to Kozubad near side. Backhand pass down along the near wall. Here's Maddie Hansen, tipped away from her. Recovered by the Warriors as Maddie Skogman sends it all the way. Warroad will take this opportunity to change. The Spuds going back to their own end to pick it up and come out to center ice. Kate Kozubad across the blue line. Kate Kozubad settles things down right at the line, delivers it off to the backside wing, and nobody there had overcommitted at that point, and the puck rolls down behind the net and comes all the way out to center ice. Kozubad tracking it down. 14:32 remaining second period, still 46 seconds left on the Moorhead power play. Taylor Bruschi walks her way in, drops it back for Maddie Hansen, down deep into the corner. It goes scrambling after it there, played back along the near side, and Bruschi. Good defensive performance here by Warroad to keep the Spuds around the edge. And now here's a walk in and a shot, it's blocked. Rebound out in front, deflected to the far side. And from there, Olivia Corton to the point. 18 seconds on the power play. Return. Here's Corton walking her way in, got turned around nicely. They'll try it again as it comes all the way rink wide and played off the ball. Now settling it up at the point. To the far side it goes. One last try, goes high off the glass, out to the near wall. Time has expired. Warroad is back at full strength. Here's a look on the far side, and the play comes up on the top. Wide up in a shot by Strami. Blocked in traffic. Off to the far side. Spuds pick it up. Here's the walk-in along the near side, and it is poked away, but recovered by Strami on the near side. Lifting it up. It bounces off a helmet, and play continues on. Off to the far side come the Warriors, all the way into the zone. Back out on top, and the Spuds cover up nicely, taking away the passing lanes and get the steal and put the puck into play along the near side for Addie Salvovold. Sliding her way along, put the shot up, blocked away, rebound, backhanded up, high and away it comes near side. Lucy Wilson pulls it down and sends it behind the net where it's picked up by Samantha Stage. And from there, are able to pick it up, and here come the Warriors. Long play to the far side. A quick wrister sent on into the glove. We just have not had a very much opportunity to say Taylor Crescent with the save.
No, again, Spuds had the possession. Obviously the whole power play was pretty much in that end, and just did a nice job. And you look right there. It was a good job with the Spuds, the power play, and Rowley for Warroad made a couple good saves on some hard, low shots. Spuds are putting some pucks on net, trying to create those rebounds.
And we're starting to see, too, how important it is to set up your lanes and how to set up your passes and make sure that it's headed in the right direction. Meanwhile, out at center ice, the Spuds are there but have it poked away. Skogman picks it up and backpedals before the Spuds take it back. And now here's the return by Lucy Wilson. Off to the far side, backhanded in, and out it comes to center ice, and play comes back to the Spuds on the safety valve back deep. Play near side, and pass sent ahead by Strami. Ahead it comes near side. Here's a quick toss into the teeth of the defense, right out on top, and it's taken back by Skogman, who all of a sudden has become involved in just about everything that's happening on the ice for Warroad. And the rebound right out in front, blocked away. Dished off to the far side, 11:55 remaining. Second period of play, Moorhead with a 1-0 lead, trying to take possession down low. Player skips down, Lucy Wilson back up on her skates and takes control, sending it back to the near side. From there, rolling it up along the wall, deflected down, then finally controlled by Addie Mose, and onto the near side. In she goes as the Spuds make their change. Down deep into the corner, all the way around, biding time, making sure everybody is there where they're supposed to be, and then it's poked away. Nice defensive move by the Warriors. Here's the advance up ice, and it's a one-on-one try by C.J. McLaughlin. Puts the shot on, and it is blocked, and it is saved. 11:15 to go, and the most spectacular save that we've seen so far tonight.
Yeah, that was a heck of a save by Crescent, and I think Warroad's wondering why it wasn't called a goal, thinking that she was in the net. But I think, if anything, it got pushed in. Her body got pushed in by the player that came down on her. But that was a good opportunity by Warroad as the Spuds didn't get a puck in deep, and Warroad turned it back in transition-wise and had a good opportunity there.
Score remains 1-0. A hard shot off the face-off. Bounced out to center ice. McLaughlin ends up with it, poked away from her. Addie Salvovold comes near side to Brewski. At the blue line and in, just holding the line on the backside was Maddie Hansen. Up on top, here's a quick shot, just missing the upper corner far side. Back into the play it goes, and out near the blue line, they'll bring it back out. And a good forecheck action now forces the Spuds to get the pass away quickly. And out the blue line, it is kept in, but then knocked away. Brewski in pursuit. Finally, it's knocked away from her, and back to the near side it goes. And as it crosses the end line, an icing call here brings the play back into the Warroad end.
Yeah, just a little neutral ice action right there, not much. You can hear Kraft, at least I'm thinking what he's yelling is to get the puck deep, wants them to get the puck deep, which is what they did in the first period. They created a lot of opportunities and had the puck possession a lot more by doing so.
Face off down at the point, delivered to the corner. Rolls behind the net, back to the near side. Out it comes to center ice. Tipped away, and the pursuit goes into the near corner. Scrambling after, it is all the way around by Lucy Wilson out to the far point as the Spuds break loose now out to center. Here's a pass on the near side for Stage. Wind up on the shot, it floated in on goal, and the save made by Peyton Rowley.
Yeah, pretty easy one there by Peyton as Rowley was square to the puck. And good passing play through the neutral ice by the Spuds, and Stage at least got a shot on net. And we'll have a face-off to the left of the goaltender.
I was waiting for that puck to do like a knuckleball, like in baseball, but it stayed true, and she was able to make the save. Off to the far side, and then behind the net, Moorhead in pursuit of the puck out to the point for Lucy Wilson. Winds up with a shot into traffic, and it's blocked away. Dished ahead and in pursuit, picked up by Anna Castrami, but they're going to call icing on the play. And once again, we'll come back into the Warroad zone for the face-off.
Yeah, Taylor Reese is a product of West Fargo and moved up to Warroad this year. And one thing I've coached her quite a few times, but what I'm always impressed is she's a great job blocking the shots and did a great job there of taking away the opportunity for the Spuds.
Down near left side of goaltender Peyton Rowley. Rolls all the way around. And out. It comes all the way down. They're going to wave off icing, and play continues on. Rolling it in from behind the net. Poked away. Scrambled after. Melquist goes down. Back on her skates. Looking for action. It comes up on top. Here's Heeneman. And off to the far side, Lauren Heeneman backpedals and backhand passes rather. Down low where it hits a skate. The Spuds again right there putting a stick on it. Melquist took away the scoring opportunity, and the pass is delivered up on top and out of the zone. Will it clear the zone? Yes. Icing is called, and play will come back into the Moorhead end. 9:05 remaining here in this second period. So far has played in much in the same way that the first period was.
Yeah, and I don't think that was a bad decision there by Stage. They needed a little shift. I think the D were getting a little tired and to clear it out and get a reset. And again, good job by Warroad of creating some opportunities there.
It remains 1-0 Moorhead here with play just about halfway through this hockey game as the play goes off to the far side. Warriors had it for a moment. Now Julia Grammer backhands it off the far side, returns. She sets up, runs the screen as the Spuds come out to center ice with a long pass. Off to the far side, centering pass up on top. Here's the look in by Addie Moose. Walks her way in. Here's a shot blocked up and away. Scrambling back to the near side. Moose again looking around. Sends it out, and it will clear the zone and come out to center ice. Here's a skate race for it all the way down. A nice defensive play by Grammer to poke it away just as she was ready to pull the trigger. And the Spuds pick up the loose puck and set it up 2-on-2. Into the zone. Just ahead, Spuds changing behind the play, circling around. Katie Comstock has it for Warroad. Onto the near side for French. Jaylee French comes all the way down into the corner, sends a shot on deep into the far corner. Arm goes up, whistle blows, penalty called.
Yeah, Kossabud's going to get a pretty easy call there for checking. Trying to ride her out and just got a little bit too much of her.
So only the second penalty of the night. Moorhead had a power play opportunity early. Now we'll have to skate shorthanded.
Yeah, you know, one thing I know here is that Warroad, through the history of time and every year, has a great power play, and I'm sure they're going to run an umbrella and have some good puck movement. We'll see how it goes here. Again, a young team, but definitely a team that knows how to move the puck, and this will be their first golden opportunity as far as first power play opportunity tonight.
7:54 remaining, so we are past the halfway mark. With the penalty now marked up on the board, Kate Kossabud, 2 minutes, and the play comes down. Into the corner. Yes, checking is the call. Comstock has the puck for Warroad, up on top, high in the slot. Now to the near side, a quick reversal by Sandy, and the play goes down, a big collision and a big pile up, waiting for play to be blowing dead, and finally we've seen some whistles, non-whistles so far tonight on a couple of situations.
You know, he was right in position, and what happens, it came off Crescent and landed right into the crease, but their player was on top of it, and he let it go to see if she was going to get up and get out of it, which is the right call, and just a good opportunity there for Warroad.
Well, most certainly he had a better view on it than we did. And so with the play back out and off the face-off, Warroad sets up their power play. Here's a windup and a shot, and a rebound comes all the way wide.
Good
rolling.
puck movement there, Larry. I mean, that's exactly how they do it.
That's how they score. The Spuds force a turnover, and it's all alone down deep into the corner with Addie Moose. She's being bothered, but manages to keep control, finding Addie Salvovold. Into the corner, reverses her traffic, and it works out for Annika Strami. Backpedaling and dishing it down deep, and the Warriors pick it off, and with 1 minute remaining on the extra skater, here's the roll up ice by Jaylee French. Down deep to the near side, into the corner. French goes all the way around, out to the far point, and a look in there by Katie Comstock. A long shot sent, blocked away. Warroad recovers. 6:35 in the period, 40 seconds on the power play. Here's a reverse pass sent far side. Again, the Spuds traffic. That one blocked away by Strami, and it goes all the way to the corner. Rolled out of the zone and all the way up ice. And so the Spuds, like we saw from Warroad earlier in the game here tonight, good defensive on the X without the skater skating shorthanded. Play goes to the far side, backhand. Put it on, and a cover-up save made by Taylor Crescent.
Yeah, and they always say your best defense on a penalty kill is your goaltender, right? And probably more so on a 5-on-3. But here, Cress has made the saves that she had to. There's a little pileup she wasn't able to see, and they missed a little bit wide. Good opportunity for Warroad.
13 seconds before Kate Kozabud becomes eligible. The Spuds are changing center. Ella Holm draws it out. Here's the pickup. And a hard shot sent on, and Bernstrom ducked away. Boy, that was coming right at eye level. And she ducked out of the way, and play continues along the side of the net. And Moorhead comes up with a save that brings the crowd much to their liking on the play made in the goal mouth.
Well, you don't see too often where the goalie loses their glove, and next thing you know, she's raising the puck with her empty hand, or I should say bare hand. And that's what happened there, Larry. She picked it up, and she let everybody in the crowd know, I got the puck, I don't have a glove. But it was it got a good ovation from her own team bench, and a good job there by Taylor Crescent.
So time has run out, and Kozabud is available to play, and as she comes on, a tie-up of the puck right alongside the net. So Spuds are back at full strength. 5:50 to go. Shots have evened up with the stronger performance by Warroad here in the second period. Both teams now with 13 shots on goal. Spuds pick off the draw and come out to center. Dishing it ahead, chased by Olivia Corton. Back to the near side. Leaves the puck there. It's poked away nicely by Emmy Hardwick. And play goes off to the far corner. The Spuds there to pick it up. Had a scoring look. Not a real good opportunity, but a good look. As it comes back down near side, it's tipped away. And a race for the puck goes off to the far side. Gathered in by Sophie Johnson. As she goes deep in, the Warriors are making their move and making their change as it goes down low and from the far side. Brought all the way back along the near wall. Out it comes, ahead of Corton, now on the way in, Addie Moose. She got turned around, puck is free, here comes Warroad. Carly Kalbrenner comes walking in as she goes down deep into the corner, then leaves it behind, and a quick release there in Kiowa Sandy. Off to the far side. On the rebound comes sliding out and under control, Taylor Bruschi. Moorhead in the move in, just to hold the line to get the play in, but it got turned around and the Spuds are forced to backpedal and take a look from there. Annika Strami feeds it ahead. Addie Salvovold near side. Down deep into the corner, taken back momentarily by Carly Kalbrenner. And from there, the Warriors bring it back to the near side. Some good pressure applied by Maddie Hansen. And it will roll down behind the net. Hansen in pursuit of it, pokes it free. Again with the poke out to the point. Wind up from there, brought back. Kozabud winds up, she shoots. It's right out in front off the rebound. And the Warriors are there to pick it up. And they roll off to the far side as Katie Comstock works her way out of the zone. And as she tossed it away, she tossed it into the teeth of a Spuds player just entering the ice as they were making a change. And on the pursuing play, it ends up across and down and out.
That was a good shift there by the Bruschi line. Salvovold and Hansen did a good job of getting some opportunities, and again, it all started with getting the puck deep, Larry. They didn't the first time through, and second time Salvovold was able to drive it down, and they created a lot of chances just off of that.
3:37 remaining of the second period. Moorhead with a 1-0 advantage, playing here at Moorhead Sports Center. Puck pot got poked away, dished away, and all the way to the far side. Backhanded out to center ice. The Spuds will advance from there with a nifty backhand pass picked up by Melquist, but offside it comes. Just ahead of the play, Samantha Stage.
Yeah, Sammy was inching in, wanting to get that jump start, and could see that she'd have an opportunity and just got in a little early.
3:19 now showing. Drawn to the near side. Spuds waiting for it. Bernstrom sends it rink wide. And Heineman comes all the way back here as it rolls through the blue ice and all the way back to the near side. A hard pass out, deflected off the shoulders of Melquist. Picked up by the Warriors, and the Spuds get a stick on it, get a skate on it, and tie it up. And that stops play with 2:55 remaining.
Yeah, good opportunity there. Just a potential 2-on-1. Casabud did a nice job of blocking up the lane, and they weren't able to get a puck through there, and it kind of trickled, I should say, through, and Crescent was equal to the task.
Maddie Skogman stands in for Warroad, and the puck off the draw, right in on Crescent, who puts it back out into play. Circling back, brought back now near side. Here's the bounce away, and it's Melquist that ends up with it. She's got the game's only score as the Spuds try to poke it away loose and just misfire. The Warriors are able to keep it under control, and they send it in deep. 2:28 to go, second period. Back now near side. Off the boards and ahead. They're going to take a look at it, and play continues on. Warriors go off to the back side of the play, and they set up a good scoring chance, but it's pulled away as Annika Strami got a stick on it, poked it back into play. Back up ice, the whistle stops with 2:07 remaining on the icing call.
Yeah, Spud's trying a little long pass there to Mose, just out of her reach, and kind of a little push back and forth here. Not great scoring opportunities for either team here in the last few minutes. We'll see how this last 2:07 goes.
Into the corner, Casabud. Back to the near side, now to the corner, the Spuds. Dishing it ahead, it's right there. Ella Holm has it in the corner. She's bottled up. And they try to work it. There's Bernstrom sending it off to the far point. Casabud winds up from there. Play comes near side, and the return now by Warroad. A nice little pass dished ahead, just ahead of Kaya Sandy. And the Spuds are able to reach down and pull it loose. Bothered now in the near corner by Taylor Reese. And the play goes up on top, wind up on a shot blocked away. Oh, one of the better scoring opportunities. That one came right in on goal, but it was turned aside by Crescent, and play comes out to center ice as the Spuds reach down and lift it up as Ella Holmes' pass goes behind the net. Warriors there first. Getting it back. Here's a quick return off to the far side. Again, the Spuds getting a stick on the puck to stop play. And that's another part of the game that just seems to be so impressive with the way the Spuds defend play. They're taking the passing lanes away.
Yeah, good sticks in the lane, and that early on in that shift there, Corton took a shot off the shins. She's sitting there on the bench. She came off quickly on that, so hopefully she's all right for Moorhead. But again, Larry, just kind of tight everywhere. Warroad just had another golden opportunity there early in that shift.
Play comes back to the near side with 46 seconds and counting down. 1-0 Moorhead here in the second. Here's a steal on the play by Sophie Johnson, and the Spuds take it away. Come back with Addie Salvovold, who dishes it into the corner and gives pursuit. Manages to just avoid contact with the net and pushes it out to the far side. The walk in by Strami, poked off to the far side, Brewski. And here comes Warroad as they pull it away, leading the attack. The play goes down. No arm goes up, no whistle blows, and play continues on. 10 seconds remaining in the period. To the near side, Addie Salvovold dishes it down, And as play goes, Addie Salvavold will try to angle a shot. She got the shot away. And that was the last play of the period. So, with teams heading to the locker room after 2, it is Moorhead 1 and Warroad 0.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat, featuring trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss Snow is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
To show up to work every day, it's not a job. It's not just a paycheck. It ultimately is a way of life. And to add that extra smile in someone's day is what gets me to work every day. And in return, to just receive those smiles and those thank yous or those squeezes of your hand is so meaningful. And it really brings me back every day.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
More than 80 years ago, First Community Credit Union was established by farmers for farmers. We know farmers and ranchers are the backbone of our communities. That's why First Community Credit Union is proud to serve and support our local ag producers. Our expert staff know and understand the local ag industry because they grew up in it. From operating loans to equipment and real estate purchases, we can help ensure your operation is a success. First Community Credit Union, rooted in your future.
Atchison Companies is a private investment firm focused on helping small businesses succeed. We are more than investors. We are proven hands-on operators. Atchison Companies works with independent businesses in the manufacturing, distribution, and engineering sectors. We invest across the Northern Plains with a buy and hold philosophy, while providing stable leadership and a proven operating system. Atchison Companies is proud to support the Moorhead Spuds.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Valley Alignment and Auto Repair has provided the FM area with vehicle service and repairs since 1978. They perform your vehicle service needs from oil changes and brakes to transmission and engine rebuilds. Valley Alignment and Auto Repair is a proud sponsor of Spuds Athletics and wish all the athletes and families a great 2022-23 school year and sports season.
Don't work out where you won't work out. Blueprint Personal Training. At Blueprint, you'll work directly with an experienced personal trainer and nutrition coach in our brand new private gym. Tell us about your fitness goals, and we'll provide the personalized workouts and motivation to get the results you want to see. Training, nutrition, accountability. Blueprint Personal Training. BlueprintFargo.com.
At Moorhead Dental Associates, you'll get the very best care and state-of-the-art technology. Dr. Scatfold and Dr. Johnson are now accepting new patients. Call or stop in to Moorhead Dental Associates.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
To show up to work every day, it's not a job. It's not just a paycheck. It ultimately is a way of life. And to add that extra smile in someone's day is what gets me to work every day. And in return, to just receive those smiles and those thank yous or those squeezes of your hand is so meaningful. And it really brings me back every day.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
More than 80 years ago, First Community Credit Union was established by farmers for farmers. We know farmers and ranchers are the backbone of our communities. That's why First Community Credit Union is proud to serve and support our local ag producers. Our expert staff know and understand the local ag industry because they grew up in it. From operating loans to equipment and real estate purchases, we can help ensure your operation is a success. First Community Credit Union, rooted in your future.
Atchison Companies is a private investment firm focused on helping small businesses succeed. We are more than investors. We are proven hands-on operators. Atchison Companies works with independent businesses in the manufacturing, distribution and engineering sectors. We invest across the Northern Plains with a buy and hold philosophy, while providing stable leadership and a proven operating system. Atchison Companies is proud to support the Moorhead Spuds.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Before we get started on the third period, we want to remind everybody and encourage everyone to make a trip over to Moorhead High School, the old gym and the new gym, coming up on Wednesday the 27th. There will be a couple of basketball games prior to the event. It will complete with the final girls game ever on the gym, and then the boys game will have a final on the gym at about 6:45, 8 o'clock. And then we will have the decommissioning of the old gym, as well as a look at what we might expect from the new gym at Moorhead High. And all of this is ready to take place as the turn of the new year will bring a big change, because the building is coming down, folks. And we will have a chance Wednesday night to take a look at where the kids will be going to school from now on at least for the next 55 years. And so, Mitch Hansen, you've had a chance to understand a little bit about some of the facilities and the change in the facilities that have been going on. Seemingly quite impressed by it all.
Yeah, it's a beautiful facility and long overdue from people that have lived in Moorhead for a long time know that as much history as that school. And I think they're proud of what they've accomplished in building the new one and bringing it into the new generation of the young students that are there today.
What you will see will certainly be remembered as one of the great events of all. And we can't talk about this without saying thank you to Brian Cole and to Dean Haugo and others that have assisted in putting this plan together. Such a degree of detail to make sure that it gets done right.
Yeah, and Lunick, obviously,
and Brandon,
just
absolutely.
a fantastic job by the core group of the people that put it together, and to see an accomplishment like that is fantastic going forward for Moorhead.
So if you ever have a chance to see either one of those three and others that you may know of that have been a part of this building process, I would appreciate if you would say thank you to them. And we look forward to the coming years with new facilities for the educational process here in Moorhead. We're underway in the third period. Our educational process here will see who can put up the more scoring opportunities in the third period, and a long pass from Brewski comes all the way through. The Warriors are there to pick it up and slide out to center ice. Here is Maddie Skogman, a shot, and right off the get-go. And you had to know that was part of the game plan, is to put some early pressure on Taylor Crescent.
Yeah, I think both teams really want to get pucks deep and try and create some turnovers and opportunities to score. No one wants to be on the ice when the other team scores, especially in a 1-0 hockey game.
Bernstrom feeds it near side, out along the wall. It bounces back, and Bernstrom chases it down right at the center ice area and carries it in. She goes down, puck is loose, play comes near side. Up against the wall, turned around by Maddie Hansen, and it was pulled away. Here's the look in by Maddie Skogman, and it goes all the way down as Warroad changes. Play comes back near side, and Kate Kozabud brings it out to center. Sliding her way through, she drops it into the corner and gives pursuit. All the way back now near side and tried to work it out at the point. Spuds get a stick on it to slow down the advance, but it's picked up by the Warriors, and a hard shot goes deflected up and away. Play into the corner. Spuds will line it up from there and head out. Long pass rink wide and another collision. This time we will get a penalty as a player got tripped up and went head over heels and smashed down onto the ice.
Yeah, they're going to have interference on that one as Holm really got lit up coming across there. And there was a play along the wall where down in the offensive zone where Bergman went down hard, and I think they were going to let him play, but on that one I think you got to call it, and it was the right call.
Jaylee French draws a couple of minutes, and she is at side ice.
Looks like Holm shaking it off, and now we'll see what Moorhead can do with power play number 2. Larry, I really think it's going to come down to your power play penalty kill, and obviously people getting shots to the net here in the third. Obviously easy to say.
Yeah, we've had only 2 penalties. This is the third penalty whistled on the night, 1 for each team, and now the Spuds will have a chance to work with that extra skater. Here's Olivia Corton tossing it down far side. French is called for checking on that last play. That was the official call. Up on top, Maddie Hansen lifts one to the back ball, and it goes astray and bounces all the way out to center ice. Spuds have to retrace, and they bring it back now to Olivia Corton. Stick handling her way down to the corner. From there, center up on top, a long shot blocked away and recovered then by Warroad as they send it ahead. Just underway third period with a Moorhead hockey advantage 1-0 tonight over Warroad. Play back it comes near side. Taylor Brewski rings it in. Sliding her way back, Isla Holm whistles one wide. It's ricocheted all the way to the far corner. And the Spuds put a stick on it to keep it in. Here's the drop pass. And with the extra skater, some troubles or getting an organization. And there's the play is. We've got one of the Warroad players shaken. I mean, really shaken quite to the point where she's having some troubles getting back on her skates.
Yeah, Brewski landed right on top of her there, and she's going to go off for, I believe they're going to call a check here.
Reagan Haley that took the brunt of that hit. But the Spuds even things up here with Taylor Bruschi also serving some time. And the scoreboard maybe should think about putting, there it goes.
Got it to the right side. Now they just got to hit the button and get the other one off.
There we go.
So 4-on-4 as we go here.
Yes. To the near side, Annika Strami centers it, blocked away. Corton up on top, Holm rebounding it to the near side. Holm in pursuit. Maddie Skogman gets there first. After the far side, a big collision and another big collision. Forcing play and a stop and play, but no. It continues on out at center ice, and this third period becoming somewhat physical as the teams look for the advantage heading down the stretch run. Long play comes on, and Crescent steers it off to the side.
Spuds are going to the box again, and Warroad's going to have a 5-on-3 coming up here with 6 seconds remaining on that first penalty.
Well, they should probably, they haven't stopped the clock yet.
No. Stop the clock. My God, man.
Yeah, you get caught in watching. I mean,
there was
this was fun watching.
Yeah, there was 7 seconds left on a penalty to Warroad, and obviously about 1:08 left on ours. So I don't know how they're going to correct it, but they ran off a good, well, at least 8 seconds.
The advantage here is that you got to have someone that knows how to run the clock. And we do, but it's just a matter of not watching the game as we go.
Jernberg fell asleep at the switch there because we'll give him fault. They're going to let Jaylee French out, which I don't think is the right call, but it's not my call here.
Well, let's see how it all shakes out. 1-0, Moorhead with the lead. And this third period, and oftentimes we see there, now they're putting it up. There is still time remaining.
There should be about 7 seconds left. The way they added 10 seconds back in, but whatever they do, they do. They're gonna give 2 to French and move it back to a 1:11. Not sure what they're doing. They got it wrong, so they still have it wrong.
Let's see how it all transpires here.
There should be about 50, maybe 53 seconds left on a penalty to.
Well, we're watching on, and it's getting to be quite an explanation. I think the Warroad captains are over explaining to them. We saw how much time, and we want it to represent that there is a certain amount of time to be done. But now it looks like.
Well, they got a mess up there, but
yeah.
Looks like 1:11 left on Brewski's, and obviously a full 2 on Corton as she just entered the box.
One nothing, Moorhead leading it. The officials apparently have gotten things straightened away, and we're ready to go. It'll be a short amount of time, just 2 seconds, as the play comes all the way up.
Now they forgot to start the clock again.
Now it did. There we go. Warroad is at full strength. Moorhead has but 3 skaters on. Here's a windup and a shot, so a big change in momentum here with the amount of skaters available to play. It's 5-on-3 Warroad. Back to the near side, Kozabud.
Nice job there by Kozabud. You know, remember Larry, I said earlier, the best person on the ice on a 5-on-3 has to be your goalie, and Crescent's going to have to come up if Warroad's able to get set up in their zone.
Long pass, rink wide, brought back up. A turnaround there by Kaya Sandy. Down behind the net, played back now near side. Up along the wall, descended up, and there's the play off to the far side looking. All the way rink wide, French. High in the slot, now off far side. Setting it up, here's a windup and a shot into traffic, and the Spuds defense.
That was a huge block there.
Makes the block and turns the puck around.
Brewski now back on the ice for the Spuds, so they're 5-on-4.
Brewski back onto play, and she becomes a factor right off the get-go. Foiling the play and carrying it into the near corner. She's all alone, sending it out. And off the far side, pulled back in by Warroad. Back now to the near side for Kaya Sandy. Down deep into the corner, big collision. Looking around, we are busy. Every time there's some contact, you and I are both waiting to see the arm go up.
Well, that was offsides by about 10 feet coming in, and Kraft was raising his hands, but the Spuds keep playing and did a good job of getting the clear there. And you're right, Larry. It's gotten physical.
13 seconds left before both teams skate 5. On the near side, Skoglund, centering pass, blocked away, way up in front. Spuds are there to cover it nicely and rejected, and the Spuds have worked off a 5-on-3 and a 5-on-4 and are back at full strength. Here's the centering pass, comes all the way out. Pulled under control by Lucy Wilson, who brings it near side. A bounce off the wall. Directed ahead, and it's Skoglund that puts it off to the far side. Lucy Wilson of Moorhead picking it up there and brings it out to center. Stick handling all the way. She gets enough to turn the corner and brings it in. Backing her way in. I'm not so sure that she was onside, but play continues on.
Yeah, I'm sure they were looking for a dump there rather than just a turnover at the going into the blue or into the zone.
Strami on the far side got turned around, gave the puck away, recovers in time to put a stick on it and feed it off to the far side. Addie Mose has it there. Now Corton. Olivia Corton works her way in high in the slot, turns, shoots, and it's just wide. Rebound picked up by Vivian Markowka. Up on top, they'll try to backhand one on. That one is deflected away. 10:34 to go here in the third. Moorhead maintaining that first period goal to lead 1-0. Long play near side. Tapped away from Maddie Hansen, and it comes all the way rink wide where Hansen tracks it down. Dishes it to the corner. And Moorhead will line it up from there and send it right back out to center ice where it's taken back by Markowka. Tapped away free. Loose now, picked up by Comstock. Shot point blank on, knocked away by Crescent. The Spuds pick up the loose puck and bring it out. To the near side, played up against the wall. Scramble for it there. French managing to get her balance. And keep the play ahead, and into the corner it goes as Kozabad.
You know, and then Kozabad gets caught a marginal slash, but she did go over the top of the stick, and now she's going to go back to the box, and Warroad will get another opportunity here.
Give me your philosophy on why we tend to see more penalties issued in the third period.
Well, sometimes sometimes I think it's because they kids get tired here. I think they just tried to maybe get the game under control again. Some of them have been real obvious, and that one there, I think you got to let go in a game like this.
Play to the near side. Skogman centering up on top. Spuds clear it away. 9.5 minutes remaining. Regulation tonight from Moorhead Sports Center. Nice crowd on hand here to watch these two top hockey powers in the state of Minnesota hockey. Off to the far side, the return. Set ahead, it's 3-on-2. The odd player rush goes deep into the corner. From behind the net, comes back near side. Centering pass up on top, all the way down. Set in by Haley. Reagan Haley tracks it down and comes back out to the point with it. Then turns it in quickly, and it bounces right in towards goal, but the Spuds defense is there. And the outlet set up all the way ahead by Lucy Wilson. Play continues on now as the clock is running down. 1 minute remaining on the Kozabad penalty for Moorhead. Long play ahead. All the way to the far wall. Picked up there by Strami, who sends it out of the way and out of the zone and all the way up ice. Trying to catch it from behind, just misfiring, and so the play stays with Warroad. On the near side, backhand her way in. Play goes down. The net stays in place, so play continues on. We do have a penalty coming up on Moorhead as the play comes down in front, and another Crescent save to stop play.
Yeah, Strami's going to get called for a hold right out front. Taylor Reese was going hard to the net, trying to cut in, and she pulled her down.
Still 23 seconds left on the Kozabad penalty, and now 2 minutes put on the board for Annika Strami. And the Spuds continuing in this third period to play shorthanded. But holding the lead at 1-0, and so far have been able to, defensively, they've been able to keep play under control for their wanting to keep it away from Warroad. The play has belonged to Moorhead defensively.
And Kraft very unhappy with the way things are going from the refereeing side here in the third period. He wanted a good explanation. I don't think he got what he wanted to hear, and the Spuds are going to be short 2.
For 23 seconds, it'll be 5-on-3 for the second time here in the third period. Along Sayre's side, here's French. High in the slot, Comstock takes a look down low, feeds it near side. Here's a long pass going rink wide, mishandled briefly. Picked up and returned to French. She'll walk her way in and then give it back up on top to Comstock. Moorhead brings the skater back, so it's 5-on-4. And she'll take over. Kazabed forces a long pass that came rink wide and deflected up and out of play.
Great stick there by Corton as Kazabed got back on the ice to put pressure on the right or left defenseman, and great poke check to get it up and over the glass.
Still a minute 26 remaining on the Strami penalty. 7.5 minutes to play regulation. Moorhead holding a 1-0 lead. They've had that lead since the 10:37 mark in the first period. Long play comes out of the zone and all the way down. As they scramble after it, got turned around briefly. The Spuds are trying to force a turnover, and play comes out to center ice. On their way in, Carly Kalbrenner down low, blocked away from her. Spuds take a whack at it, come up with it, but can't clear the zone. A soft pass out, returned quickly by Warroad into the corner. And for Moorhead, Clara Bernstrom there to pick it up, puts it up on top. The net was open for a minute, but the shot was wide and all the way to the corner plate. From there, it's set up and out.
And I'd say a lot of tired bodies there as everybody goes for a change.
I don't blame them. This third period is starting to take its toll.
Well,
and there's another one. Play goes under a trip, but no call made, and we go into the backpedal into the zone where the Warriors head up and get it kicked away by Maddie Hansen. Spuds are there to clear it. Lucy Wilson, she's forced to track it down off her knees before coming back to play, and the cross rink pass just did not connect. Near side it looked for Sophie Johnson of Warroad. A wobbling shot goes into the far corner. Picked up by Skogman. At the point, wind up in a shot. Moorhead has worked off the penalty and is back at full strength. And with that, Addie Salvovold returns to action. Play on the near side. Off it goes, into the corner. Back up and out at center. Lucy Wilson backhands it to Kazabed, who feeds it near side for Maddie Hansen. She goes rink wide. The Spuds put a stick on it and poke it down deep. Good play by Taylor Bruschi to keep the pressure down low. Play comes all the way back out, and Strami regains possession for the Spuds. Long pass with 5.5 minutes remaining. Down deep and into the corner it goes. Scramble for it behind the net, picked up by Reagan Haley. And from there out it comes on a long pass. All the way through it goes. Could have been played, so no icing called. And play continues on. Warroad, through the course of the evening, has taken the advantage with shots on goal. Here's a shot blocked away by Crescent. Knocked away behind. Deflected forward, and they'll try it again. Crescent with the save. Play is poked out of the zone, out of the play, and up it comes all the way through center ice. And all the way back to the corner where Regan Haley has it once again. Spuds reach in to pull it loose. Walking her way in, it comes loose. It comes back out of the near side. An up pass, and we've seen an increase in intensity here down the stretch.
Oh, this last 5 minutes are going to be really, really good. I think for the Spuds, obviously want to stay out of the box, and for the Warriors, just trying to get that one puck to go by Crescent. She made that last save look routine, and it was a good opportunity there by the Warriors.
It was a tough shot, there's no doubt. Play out to the near side. Spuds got a stick on it. Here's Olivia Corton on the way in. Corton stick handles her way, but had it poked away at the last moment. Into the corner. It works out to the point. From there, Strami rifles one into the knee pads. It comes free and play out of the corner. Again, out to Strami. Feeds it right out into trouble, but is there to pull it away at center ice. And from there, turned around and sent in. It rolls all the way back near side. 4:06 to go here in regulation. Moorhead leading at 1-0. And they'll toss it ahead. Here's the toss in by Corton. Played now by Katie Comstock of Warroad. To the far side and deflected down, walking her way in. It's tipped into the corner where the Spuds are waiting. Samantha Stage in the midst of it all. Finally had it poked free and Lucy Wilson comes up with it.
There's a trip there on Warroad.
There's the arm is up too. And so with that we are expecting, and there it is. As Warroad touches up on the play, the whistle stopping the clock with 3:23 to go, and the Spuds will have the extra skater.
Yeah, I think it's Skogman there, right?
Yep.
Number 2, and she just got to stick in, trying to play hard, trying to poke check the puck off, got the wheels of her, and Spuds will get a power play late here in the third. And the Spuds got to be careful here, Larry, because they don't want to have a turnover up high. They got to handle the puck well and obviously trying to score a goal, but you don't want a bad turnover here.
Face off to the far left side of Peyton Rowley. Wind up into the corner, back up on top. Now to the near side. And the Spuds play catch from side to front to side. Winding up from the slot. Now off to the far wing, and they'll bring back near side for Olivia Corton. Here is Kozabud with a shot that was right on, but deflected away. Out it comes to the point. They'll try it again inside of 3 minutes to go. A shot that got through the slot, through the crease, and all the way near side. Spuds will line it up once again as Olivia Corton goes far side. Winding it up, and it comes all the way, but just ahead of Taylor Brusky. And now 1:12 remaining on the power play. Near side it comes. Brusky walks her way in, tightens the rope, comes back a little near side, and lost the play out at center ice. Moorhead forced to track it down, and so with that stops play with 2:20 to go.
Yeah, they had Warroad going to the bench there and just turned it up a little too quick, and Spuds weren't able to get back out of that zone. I like the way they're trying to work the puck. Coach Kraft's going to call a timeout. Probably a good choice on his part as we're under 2:20 left to go here in the third.
Yeah, a lot of things that we've seen in this early part of the third period, contrary to what we saw in the first two periods. It was just a whole lot of physical play and a lot of rough play.
Yeah, and you probably got a better handle on counting the penalties, because I know we had 2 early with give them that 5-on-3, and then they had another 5-on-3, and then so I suppose 4 for the Spuds, 1 here for the Warriors. Not the way you draw it up, but you certainly want to stay out of the box, especially in a tight hockey game in the third.
And it all came about as a result of the play that was desired. Warroad, of course, they're trying to get that puck back and get into a scoring situation, while the Spuds are defending and defending well.
Well, and I like the way that they were running their power play for Moorhead, as they were trying to, spread the puck a little bit more, but they weren't overhandling it and weren't trying to make dangerous passes that could get turned over, because that's what's going to create an opportunity. Obviously, you do have the advantage, but you don't want to hand them an opportunity to score by getting it turned over at your blue line there.
Moorhead has the extra skater when they return, as Ryan Kraft across the way is busy putting up a game plan on his whiteboard before sending his team out. Meanwhile, Dave Marvin likewise doing the same thing, getting things set up for their attack if they can get a handle on the faceoff forthcoming.
It'll be interesting to see how this rolls out. I think he's going to leave the power play on the ice, and he is, which makes sense to me. You get to 2:20. It's going to be interesting to see what Warroad does to counter that when they're going to use their timeout, and if they're going to use their timeout, because they've been running, Taylor Reese and Kaya Sandy and Comstock and French. They've been running these kids pretty hard too, and we'll see how it rolls out here in the last 2:20.
Here it comes near side with Taylor Brusky of Moorhead bringing it all the way to the corner, circling behind the net, circling off to the far side and brings it up on top. Here's the walk-in now by Kozabud. The return to Brusky, and they'll set it up from there. Here's a quick toss. Olivia Corton just away from her. 35 seconds to go on the power play as Kozabud finds Corton. She puts on a shot, sailing it up and away, just missing the corner. They'll try it again now from the far side. A walk-in and a fan on the shot attempt. Pulled the trigger and nothing happened. I mean, there was nothing but air coming off that stick.
That was a tough one, because they were in a good situation right there with the with the setup, moving the puck.
10 seconds remaining on the power play as Kate Kozubut brings it in. She sails into the corner, drops the pass back on, and from there, Addie Solvable takes a look at the point. Time has expired. Shot is set on, gloved away, picked up by Stage. Play comes back out to the near corner. 1:15 to go in regulation tonight from Moorhead Sports Center. The Spuds holding a first period lead and late in the third with time running down, 1 minute remaining, and it's still 1-0 Moorhead. Back to the near side. Tapped ahead and expect that as soon as Moorhead or as soon as Warroad can bring the puck into the attack zone, look for goaltender Rowley to find her way to the side ice. But the Spuds so far are not allowing that to happen with the play into the zone and off to the far side plate. 44 seconds and counting down. Here's a tap away, and Milquist tried to walk her way in, but it rolls off her stick and play comes back near side. Now up on top, and it got away. Spuds mishandling the puck a couple of different times, and just as she was ready to walk her way in, Kate Kozubut called offside.
And I think the Spuds caught a break there. They had 4 forwards out and just 1 defenseman, and they were able to keep the pressure on and keep it down low. Warroad's going to call their timeout.
Yeah, they'll get their timeout. Yeah, that's no surprise at all. And where's the faceoff?
Faceoff's going to be right in front of the Warroad bench on the dot, right in front of their bench. So
Peyton Rowley will stay in place.
She'll have to stay in unless they're pretty confident. If they're confident in their center, they may go for it. But I think with 29 seconds left, they don't need to make an immediate play. For the Spuds now, obviously we know what Warroad has to do. They're going to try and get a puck over the red line, get it deep, get their goalie off, and make something happen. And Moorhead, their whole thing is winning the faceoff and getting the puck to the back wall. Down to 29 seconds, so we'll really, for Moorhead being smart, and Warroad's got to make something happen here in the last 30.
And this has not been a game to be disappointed about. This is a good quality, high-level contest between two very good hockey teams.
Yeah, I think both teams will come out of it going in the Christmas break with something to work on, but definitely something to feel good about, and that's the key. Someone's going to come out and feel a little better than the other with the win.
Absolutely.
But, you look at the way it was played, and I think both teams have done a nice job here, and it's early. It is still before Christmas, and both these teams will have Spuds their 12th game, Warroad's 11th game, so they got a half a season plus to go, and a lot of good times for both teams. As I definitely Warroad's going to be a good team going into the end of this stretch here.
Moorhead came into the contest tonight with 9 wins, 10 losses, and a tie. Their tie came very early against Andover, and the loss came right afterwards. And so have since then have won 8 in a row and are looking to make it 9. And just as they tossed it in, it was tossed in offside.
It's funny, as I talk about winning a face-off, they win it, and then they don't get it deep, and then they get called for offsides. But it did burn off about 3 seconds of clock. So another win by Brewski, and we didn't get it deep, but now we do.
And Rowley
and they pulled
out.
The goalie. I did not even catch that.
With the face-off at center ice, Rowley came off the play. Counting down from 13. Along the near side in a scramble forward, there is Sandy. Takes a whack at it. Here's a 3-on-1 break. Backhand shot deflected up. And the face-off will be to the far side of Taylor Crescent.
3 seconds, or 3.9 as we go into the... If I'm taking the face-off, Larry, I'm falling on the puck. I don't care what I do because I don't have to win it. I just got to burn 4 seconds off.
Let's see what happens as Taylor Brewski stands in against Maddie Skogman. And the play is down. It stays in the mix of trouble, and this one is over.
Yep.
The Spuds have persevered, and we'll recap today's game when we return. Our final score, Moorhead 1, Warroad 0. Well, from beginning to end, it was a battle of the wills here tonight as Moorhead took on Warroad. Both teams very highly regarded in the state of Minnesota, one in Class A, one in Double A, and we saw nothing to be disappointed about.
No, I think both teams have something to build on, and it's a good quality game. And you know, it's games like this that you wish you could play all the time, because that is what makes you a better team, playing in a tight contest. And I think both teams did a lot of little things right, and you know, with Crescent in the net, and the Spuds prevailed.
24 shots faced, 24 saves.
Yeah, and you can't say enough about her. She made some big saves, but she sure made it look easy just by the way she was playing.
On the other side, Peyton Rowley faced 18 shots, recording 17 saves in that one as they get ready now to, I think they've got Bemidji coming up next after the first of the year. January 2nd is the scheduled time. Warroad will take on Bemidji. We know they're going to do well. They're a very, very, very good hockey team.
You know, and just not to say that you're wrong, but I know they had a holiday tournament that probably wasn't posted, and,
yes.
and they're actually got some good teams coming in there. I know they're going to get a rematch with Crookston that knocked them off earlier this year over their holiday tournament, and I don't know who else is in there, but they are hosting one just like the Spuds. And the Spuds now, you're probably going to touch on that, are going to the Edina tournament.
They've got one in Edina,
yeah.
Three
it'll be a 3 in a row, and in that tournament, actually, Larry, just as a note to that, is 6 of the top 8 teams are in that tournament, and a lot of it's almost all top 10 teams in the state of Minnesota. It should be a great
mini state tournament.
Well, it's an opportunity to see where you're at and see if you're good enough to make that next step for the Spuds.
And then after the new year, January 4th, the scheduled time, as the Spuds will take on Davies then. Now 10-1-1 on the season for Moorhead Spuds. With a loss, Warroad drops to 7-3. According to my schedules, there are points that I saw. And regardless of that, it was a 1-0 game tonight. And we want to thank Jake in studio, of course, and to Mitch Hansen for being along to give us color commentary and analysis. This is Larry Knutson wishing all of you a very Merry Christmas from the upcoming holiday season. And we wish that everyone will be happy and healthy. Again, our final score tonight from Moorhead Sports Center. The final, Moorhead 1, Warroad 0.